Next, we call former Admiral Elmer Schmahling of Germany to the stand. Admiral Schmahling is a former intelligence officer in the German Navy and has been a leading spokesperson for the German European Tribunal. Our question to Admiral Schmahling is, would he speak about the weapons of NATO and their impact on the civilian population and their legality?
I would like to say some words about the development of NATO before. Yes, I have been a NATO admiral for more than 30 years. I was dismissed in 1990 after I have expressed my critical views, my criticism against the NATO strategy of the NATO nuclear strategy of first use and the irresponsible arms race that was always triggered by NATO, not only by the Warsaw Pact. So since then, I have been and I'm still cooperating with the peace movement and with anti-militaristic movements internationally and nationally. I have followed and I follow very closely the change of NATO, the change of US politics and the change of European politics from a posture of defense to a new politics of intervention and of aggression. Since 1990, about the time of the fall of the wall, NATO develops more and more developed, more and more in this direction, now issuing or having issued on the 24th of April last year this new so-called strategic concept that makes NATO an aggressive organization that supports the Western type of capitalism, of economy that pressures all the rest of the world. So Germany also, with the armed forces that have built up only for one single purpose, namely to be part of a defense alliance. And that is the reason why the German constitution says that German armed forces must not be used except for defense. And that means homeland defense. So Germany now is on the way within a militarized European Union to follow this avenue to an interventionist force and preparing for intervention whenever and wherever economical interests are at stake. So this war, this illegal aggressive war, this aggression against Yugoslavia was the first model, it was the first test for the implementation of this new politics from US, NATO and European Union. When I studied the course of action during this war and when I studied the effects of the war and the weapons being used, it came very clear to me that there was no question of waging a war under the traditional customs and law of war. No. The heads of governments and states wanted from the beginning, it was their plan to wage a war against Yugoslavian, Serb, civilian infrastructure, to hit and destroy the most important component of the civilian infrastructure in order to hit the society. So that is the reason why they did not really want to destroy the Yugoslavian armed forces. They wanted to destroy a country and a society. So the lesson to be learned from this very, very sad story, the lesson to be learned is that we, the people, have to stop this avenue, this dangerous, inhumane and also stupid avenue of United States, NATO, and Europe. And I'm very glad that Ramsey Clark and his supporters in this country now have started this very important thing of abolish NATO, because NATO is a criminal organization that must be abolished. Thank you. I have served within the German Navy or the German Armed Forces belonging to NATO for more than 30 years. So I know quite well NATO is a defensive alliance, an alliance of countries who have a common treaty saying in Article 5 that they would support each other whenever they are attacked. But who attacked NATO? In this case, the Yugoslav case. Yugoslavia is an entire sovereign country, and Yugoslavia did attack nobody. What happened in Yugoslavia was a civil war between a minority using terrorist means in order to separate from the country. So, if you want, what happened in Yugoslavia was about the same what happened in Northern Ireland, in Spain and other countries. So this was an entire, let's say, private case for Yugoslavia, and no reason to intervene. So, and therefore NATO intervening there broke all the international law, attacking, aggressing and bombing a sovereign country.